Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a story time video about when I shoplifted. Now, I don't know, because I'm going to be telling a bunch of times when I did this, so I don't know if it was actually, I guess yes, it was considered stealing, but I walked out of the store with the items, but I was not in trouble by the police. Obviously, well, I was a little kid. I was with my mom. And it's actually kind of one of the stories. It's kind of funny how she found out that I did this. So, okay. So, one time we were in a store and I forget where we were, but I think it might have been a toy store or something. I forget. But we were looking at these fake kits. Like, it was a fake shaving kit. So, it had like a little, fake bottle of shaving cream, a little fake razor. So I took one of the bottles out of the kit and I said to my mom, I said, "So what's in this bottle?" And I was ready to walk out of the store with it. I was walking away from the kit. And she's like, she didn't tell me. She was like, "You can't take stuff from stores." And I was like, and then she took it from me and put it back where it was supposed to go. So, that, I don't remember if I actually walked out of the store with it, but I was about to. She showed it to me. It was, a little shaving kit, and then it was, and then, a few minutes later, I come over to her, and I'm like, "What's this bottle supposed to be?" Because they were fake bottles of, shaving stuff, so they had labels on them to say what it was, and she's just like, "No, you need to put that back. You can't just take stuff from stores." So that was another one. That was one. So this is a story that's kind of, funny how my mom found out what happened. Okay, so we were in a store. We were in the mall. And I forget what store it was, but they had all accessories and beauty products and lotions and jewelry and probably some clothes too. I forget what it was. But they had I was looking at these hair clips. And they were really long, they had, the clip, then it was really, long and skinny, as you went down the clip. So, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I wasn't planning to buy it, but I don't know, I was just wanting to take it. So, I took it, and I planned to walk out of the store with it. And I'm very surprised because now when you steal, security cameras go off. So you can't even get away with walking out of the store with something unless you put it in a backpack or something. Even then, you could still get caught. So, and I actually have a story about that too, which I'll get to in a minute. But okay, so I had the hair barrette, the hair clip, and I just tucked it under my arm. And we were walking, and my mom had no idea that I had this hair clip. It was tucked under my arm. And I was holding her hand with one arm, with one hand, obviously, but that wasn't the hand that it was under. No, because I had my cane, so no, it was under the hand that had my cane in it. So we were walking, just walking around the mall, walking, and then all of a sudden, I guess, my arm just, moved a little bit, and all of a sudden, the hair clip fell. It just fell on the floor. And she heard it drop, and I was, panicking. I was like, "Where'd it go? Where is it?" Because I didn't want her to know I had it. So she saw what it was, and she figured out where I got it from. She saw it, and she was really mad, and she just said to me, she's like, "We went back to that store, and she handed it to me. She made me put it on the counter and tell the lady I was sorry." And she's like, "That's okay." And we didn't have to pay for it because we brought it back. We weren't buying it. But, if I were buying it, I would pay her. But, yeah, that was kind of funny, I guess. It's not funny that I was trying to steal because obviously, that's wrong. But I was a little kid. It was funny because, the way that my mom found out. I was trying to hide it under my arm. And I moved my arm and then it fell. And that was when she found it. And then she picked it up and then she made me go in there and take it back and apologize. So, and then she said, "The next time you do that, I'm going to have you go with your dad to bring it back." And my dad, you guys don't know because I never talked about this, but my dad is a lot more strict than my mom. But that's another idea. I should do a separate video on that. But yeah, my dad is a lot more strict, so yeah, it would not go over too well. Okay, so yeah. So another time, I was I was in Colorado. I was doing a program out there, and we were grocery shopping. We had an apartment that they used, it was like they called it the teaching apartment because that's where we did home management, so we could cook and practice cleaning and things like that, because you can't just do that in a regular classroom because you need like a kitchen and stuff. So we had an independent apartment, and we had to like get groceries for it because like in order to practice you have to get food. So they had money that we used, so like you didn't have to use your own money unless of course you were buying something personal like for yourself. Like even if it was food, you still had to pay for something personal, but they gave us money to grocery shop. So I remember I was just sitting there waiting while people were checking out. I was like kind of just kneeling against like the kind of like where the shelf is, where they have like the candy at the checkout is like where I was kind of like just sitting there, just leaning against that. And and this time I actually did steal something. So I stole a pack of gum. And I just took it off the shelf and just snuck it into my backpack, which was really stupid because I couldn't see if somebody's looking. So I think that, that was really stupid. But yeah, no. So I just put it in my backpack and walked out of the store with it, and nothing happened. I didn't get caught. No security cameras went off. No alarms went off. Nothing happened. I just walked out of the store, and there was just nothing happened. So I was very lucky because that time I actually did steal something. The other two times, my mom caught it before it was too late, and we brought it back. So yeah. Another time, okay, so I don't know, like, this obviously isn't shoplifting, this is stealing, but my brother used to sell candy for Boy Scouts, and I would just take some without putting the money in. So I guess that was like, not necessarily like shoplifting, so it wasn't in a store, but it was still considered stealing. Another time, like, my friend and I, we used to go into the mall, and like in the candy store, you know how they have like the candy in the little like things that you open and you scoop it out and put it in bags. Well, I would just, like, sometimes I would open the thing and just take pieces of candy, like put my hands in there and just take candy, and I would get yelled at for it, and obviously that's considered stealing. So, but it was also because of germs, because with little kids, you don't know where their hands have been. You don't want people just putting their hands in something that people are gonna buy. So yeah. Oh, so I have another one too, a story about when I stole something. So one time I went to Wildwood with my mom and some of our friends, and we were walking, and we went into this fudge store, and they had it was like a sweet shop where they had like fudge, candy, and chocolate covered stuff, and I forget what else, but they had all sorts of sweets, all sorts of sweet treats. And on the counter, like the checkout counter, there was a bucket. There were buckets. Like one bucket had little gummy seahorses. They were individually wrapped. One bucket had the pieces, like individual pieces of bazooka bubble gum. And it was like each, like if you wanted one, it was just 10 cents each. I think something like that. It was definitely less than $1 for something like that. So I just went up to the bucket, took a piece of the bazooka bubble gum, snuck it in my pocket, and then just started chewing on it. Like when we got out of the store, I just like opened it up and started chewing on it. I didn't tell my mom what I did, like, 'cause I guess she wasn't like, maybe she was like paying for something, or just wasn't really watching me at the time, but I was 12, so I guess should have known better. But I took the piece of gum, started chewing it. So I didn't tell her what happened until the next day. So I told her, I admitted it, and I was like, so yesterday I took a piece of bazooka gum from the fudge store. And my mother, she was really mad. She's like, you know what? Next time you do that, you're going to go up to the man, say you're sorry, and pay him back. So I didn't have to do it that time, but she said if I did it again. But, yeah, I mean, I know, like, I should have known better, but, like, I just shouldn't have taken the piece of gum. Like, I shouldn't have done that. And I admitted it, too, which I guess is pretty, like, I guess it was stupid of me to admit it, because, like, I knew that, like, her reaction wouldn't be good. But I guess, like, again, I didn't think that she could really do anything if, like, because I already took the gum. I chewed it. It was in the trash. The wrapper was in the trash. There was nothing. it wasn't like I could bring it back. There was nothing that could be done. So I thought she would have been like, well, don't do that again. You know, you should know better. But I guess I didn't. I knew better. I should have known better, but I just took the gum and, like, just while she wasn't looking. So, let's see. If I can think of anything. I think I had another one I wanted to talk about. I know, like, well, this wasn't really considered stealing, but I remember one time, like, I was grocery shopping with my mother and my brother, and, it wasn't, like, okay, so we were in the produce aisle, and I took a grapefruit, and I put it in the cart, and, like, I put it in the cart, like, before she was done, like, before she paid, so that wasn't stealing, but, like, we were home, and I guess, like, you know, she was putting the food on the conveyor belt, and she didn't notice it at first, I guess, but then we were unpacking the groceries, and she was like, did you put this in the cart? I was like, yeah. She showed me the grapefruit, and I was like, yeah. And then I would take the signs off the aisles, like how the aisles would have, like, the little signs on them. I used to take them off and just steal them. I was pretty bad as a kid. I mean, yes, I know, like, stealing is obviously wrong, and I was really lucky that I didn't get caught by the police or anything, but when it comes to all my stealing stories, let's see, so which one is your favorite? I think my favorite would be the second one I told with the hair clip when I was trying to hide it and it fell, and that was, like, when my mom knew and made me go bring it back. I think that was my favorite. So, yeah. And of course she gave me another lecture on how you don't take stuff from stores. So, yeah, that was my favorite. So, if you guys want, leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite one was. And, yeah, I look forward to hearing all your comments. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to end the video here. I know, like I said, I have not been keeping up with the videos every day this month. That's why I told you guys not to hold me to it, because I don't want to, like, say I'm going to do it and then just not do it, and then for you guys to be, like, disappointed that I didn't do it or something, that I didn't follow through. Because I can't stand it when people don't follow through, so I just tell you guys, well, if I post every day, great. If not, don't hold me to it. So, yeah. But I'm going to try to get this video up today, and then I will see you guys in my next video, and be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye guys.